Prospect Vale Primary School in Heel Green near Stockport has developed a holistic approach to CPD, which incorporates the whole school community. Head teacher Joe Lawless has a pivotal role in the process.
At our school, we empower all the possible members of staff that we can, and that includes teaching staff, it includes teacher assistant staff, nursery nurses, midday assistants, midday supervisors, and also the admin staff and caretaking and cleaning staff, because it's important that everybody has a fair deal. I have a great sense that equality is very, very important in primary education to ensure that everybody feels part of a team. Our menu of training type and variety is extremely varied, because we ensure that it isn't just going out of school on courses, which can be quite disruptive as well as expensive. A lot of the training undertaken at our school is done in-house, and there's a great deal of cascading of skills and knowledge from not just from teachers, but from teacher assistants to other teacher assistants, from the special needs coordinator to the teacher assistants that are doing booster work and intervention work. And we ensure that the diet for CPD is rich and is as appropriate as we could possibly make it.
And also, if we also remember that...
Janine Nesbitt is the Senko at Prospect Vale. She regularly holds training sessions with her team of learning support assistants.
We need to get parents on board. It's not just the fact of us and how we support the children, and it's also the fact is the parents actually recognising the job that you do within school. You learning support assistants, you are an integral, important part of how the child develops in school.
Deputy Head Col Kinane takes an active role in developing CPD opportunities for the whole Prospect Vale school community.
The teachers have a chance, they have a voice, so if they feel they have a need, it's not just a school identified need, they have the opportunity as well to take part in something that they really want to fulfil and develop within.
Prospect Vale has a relatively high percentage of EAL pupils. One staff member who has opted to carry out some specialised training to help these pupils with numeracy is Year 2 teacher Claire Turnbull, who has carried out a pilot project in conjunction with the Ethnic Diversity Service and a cluster of schools.
The CPD that I have undertaken whilst at Prospect Vale has really made me more aware as a teacher the different needs of children, the difficulties they would face, particularly in mathematics, and how I can overcome them, and develop my teaching appealing to all learning styles. We took part in some training which mathematics training for an intervention programme called Talking Maths, which targets speaking and listening and the use of the confident use of mathematical language, and how often barriers are put up in place when that understanding and confidence is not in place. So I used elements of that, and that proved massively beneficial in the children's results at the end of the year when they took their optional SATs. Some children achieving a rise of 4 parts of a level, and they became much more confident users, and that's filtered through into the Year 6 now. But also, now I'm teaching in Year 2, I use aspects and elements of the Talking Maths programme, which is beneficial for all children, not just children with English as an additional language. And we're using very much all the senses, listening skills, talking, but also asking the children to write things down as opposed to giving a verbal response, so that they're feeling less intimidated. I'm going to start off with dropping 2 pence coins in. So if I'm dropping 2 pence coins in, we're counting in 2s. Well done. Are we ready? Okay, write it down for me. Write it down for me. Don't show me though yet. Okay, show me. I think everybody's got that spot on. That was how much in the pot? That was... Yeah!
One person that has benefited from this holistic approach at our school is Helen Bryan. A vacancy became apparent to be a midday assistant, which she duly took on board. And then I asked her to do some part-time teacher assistant work. I ensured that she had the training via the local authority, and when that was complete, she was then working in the classroom.
When I started the job, it was literally I needed a job, and I needed a job with school hours because I had 2 children at primary school. I started part-time At the time, I didn't really have any plans for where the job would take me. The first training course that I went on was the induction to being a teaching assistant, that I found very helpful because it updated the numeracy and the literacy skills that I'd had from being at school myself, but the way that it was taught when I was at school is considerably different to how it's taught now. So that was a grounding in how to teach now. The training I've had in relation to the teaching assistant job has shown me different ways of approaching problems that the children are having, different strategies for coping with the things that they can't do, and just generally different ways of teaching. I did the MVQ3 qualification in teaching assistant. That again increased my confidence because it showed that what I was doing with the children was the right thing to be doing. And it also widened my perspective on things like school policies and government policies and how they affect the way that we work within school. I feel I'm very lucky here because the training that I've requested I have been able to do, and that's been supported by the Senko and by the head teacher, and that's something that I have found is different talking to different people from different schools.
Amy Ashurst started working at the school aged 19 as a teaching assistant and has directly benefited from the training it offers.
I'm currently in my third year at Prospect Vale. I'm working with Year 3 doing booster groups. I'm due to start in September doing 1.5 days a week teacher training, and 3.5 days I'll be staying in school. I feel very supported at Prospect Vale. Initially, as soon as I came into school, they put me straight away on a teaching assistant induction, and from that I've then gone on to do my teaching assistant level 1, my MVQ level 3, and recently completed my high level teaching assistants. More recently again, I've been able to accept a place for teacher training to start September, and which the school have supported me and agreed to keep me here part-time whilst I'm training to become a teacher.
This holistic approach, which I keep on trying to emphasise, isn't just the paid staff at our school. We're currently piloting a project for Stockport Local Authority, looking at adults working within the school environment, and that includes parents coming in to help. It also includes external agencies that support us in school, and we're trying to formulate a model that's actually going to work well in our school, and that will later, possibly next year, possibly the year after, be rolled out to similar schools in the Stockport borough.
Prospect Vale actively encourages parents to come in and help. Paul Browsell volunteers in his son's class as often as he can.
The parents and teacher relationship is good here, and they usually find there's a parent coming in most days. I'm actually doing my part-time degree myself, so this is like it's a two-way thing as well. It sort of helps me keep up with things, and then not just help my son, helping other children. And also this class is very good where the children help each other. If children finish early, then they go and help somebody else.
The school also runs 2 courses which help other adults support the teaching staff.
One is family learning, in which for the past 2 years we've had projects running for 6 or 7 weeks based on basic skills, whether they be in numeracy or in literacy.
When I was 5, I did a dive the day I went to sea.
Excellent.
Many of the successful family learning projects over the past 2 years have focused on our ethnic families. We have quite a high percentage of EAL families in Prospect Vale. It's rising, and it's approximately 40% at the moment. We find the family learning projects really useful in a link between the home and the school. A lot of the sessions are based on homework.
Do you remember what to do?
Yeah.
First one.
Water. What? No, that easy. Short.
Well done, you got them all right.
I'm the winner.
So what the children are going to do is you're going to make the dice from the card, put them out.
Zakia has benefited from the family learning project in teaching her ways of helping her children, particularly her younger son, at home.
Right.
I'm really glad that I did this course. It's really helped me and my son. First time round I did find it a bit of a struggle, but second time with this course it's just been fun, and he's just progressed so well. I'm really happy, and I'm happy that he's come so far along, and it's been fun, and the main thing is that he enjoys it. and I enjoy it as well. It's not like a chore having to listen to him read every day, and it's all because I did this course.
The course has other benefits for the parents.
Take all this material.
Getting to know other parents that are here and getting to know about how their children are doing in school, and sort of enabled me to carry more forward home and sort of reinforce at home what they're doing at school.
I'd have to say with Prospect Vale, they've involved the community a lot more than other schools I've worked with. I've just recently become parent governor, and I'm on the Parent Association as well, so I've helped with a lot of recruiting for the courses, myself and Mrs. Kinane. The feedback from the courses has been fantastic.
We have found that those parents who have been to our family learning and are supporting their children more at home. So it is having an impact, and that's not just me feeling that, that's right across the school.
When it comes to times like Parents' Evening, there's an increased dialogue in regard to basic curriculum skills, and we've found that there's been a greater interaction of our ethnic families within school life in this past year.
The school is now also a base for the ESOL project.
So the school provides facilities, a teaching room and a creche area, so the parents can come in to learn basic skills in literacy and numeracy. At the moment there's a very successful project running where parents come each week to learn skills in speaking and listening.
The ESOL project is one of many projects around the country helping speakers of other languages improve their English speaking, listening, reading and writing. Here, the emphasis is also on enabling parents to help their children with homework and to communicate effectively with teachers.
Stockport local authorities see Prospect Vale as a beacon school in regard to family learning projects, and they're really pleased that it's also now a base for the ESOL project. We've been asked by Stockport to be a pilot school to put into place a model that can be rolled out to other schools within Stockport, and they're very excited about the fact that we're asking parents to come into the school, and we've been in talks with MMU, Manchester Metropolitan University, for our parents to gain a basic accreditation free of charge that will then open up a pathway for possibly future education opportunities for them from coming into our school. Because a lot of our parents still see the school as separate from their home, and we're trying to bridge that gap at the moment.
At the end of the day, we're here for the children, and obviously all continued professional development will benefit our children. If we have happy teachers who are committed and know their subjects well because they've had continual training, if we have parents themselves who have had training and support from school as to what the next steps they need to make with their children, if we have children who have a voice, and if we have classroom assistants or TAs who are trained to support the children within the classroom, then what more can you wish for? You will have a good school.